Should the Carolina Panthers trade for a wide receiver? What's going on, Panther Nation? It's your boy LCameraTV here, man. And I've been working on something for a little while now, but I finally got it in place. I got my affiliate link for NFL shops, so you can cop all your NFL gear on my page. The link is in the description below, man. I know y'all want your Carolina Panther jerseys, hats, mugs, all types of cool stuff. You know, I got a Cam Newton jersey. I'm trying to get a Christian McCaffrey and a Luke Kuechly, you know what I'm saying? I got offense. I definitely need defense, man. So any NFL fan or Panther fan that wants some NFL gear, come to my affiliate link, cop some jerseys, cop some mugs, cop some stuff, man. Make sure you represent the Carolina Panthers when they're in London and wherever else, man. And thank y'all for showing love and tuning in. Definitely cop some gear. If y'all don't want the L camera, you might as well get the Carolina. Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share some cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Rumble.com and wherever else. And guys, we got a lot to talk about today, man. Rivera said he has no doubt that number one will play in week 1, and I feel the same way. Should the Carolina Panthers trade for another wide receiver? We got to answer that question. And if they do, which one should they trade for? Definitely got to answer for that too. So we got a lot to talk about today, guys. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is how Rivera said he has no doubt that Cam Newton will be playing for week 1 against the Rams. Now, I felt the same way from the very beginning. Obviously, when the whole injury happened, I looked up what a mid-foot sprain was and, you know, obviously how long it takes to heal from it. And it said 5 to 14 days. Now, mind you, it's been 6 days since, you know, the injury or whatever. We didn't even play our 4th preseason game, and Cam has been, you know, throwing the ball, taking, you know, little small dropbacks, not nothing too serious, but he hasn't been participating in practice. I think Cam's going to be ready for week 1. They already said that once, you know, say they start prepping for the Rams, he will be in practice. So it was never nothing to worry about. Obviously, the more concerning thing was the O-line, but again, now we understand what the issue with the O-line was. You know, continuity. They need to be, you know, play more together. And I think that'll be, you know, much improved by the time, you know, maybe week 2, week 3. Because again, all you gotta do is play together, learn each other. You know what I'm saying? Grow a you know, relationship, and then that will fix the O-line. Continuity is what matters. So that I think is gonna improve. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, rather quickly than, you know what I'm saying, slowly. So I'm not really too much worried about the O-line, you know what I'm saying, after I heard what Matt Paradis said and stuff like that. I'm not really worried about it. And like, you know, I see everybody's complaining or worried about the offense. Greg Olsen said it best, you know what I'm saying. The real offense barely played. Real offense, I think, played a total of maybe 11, 12 snaps, you know what I'm saying. Now, mind you, did Cam get hurt? Yes. But, again, it was a mild foot sprain. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, nothing serious. This is stuff that happens, you know what I'm saying. You know, little twists, little pulls, that happens, you know what I'm saying. But if Cam was, you know, if it was a real game, I think Cam would have finished the game. If it was a, you know, a real game, I think Cam wouldn't miss any real time either. So it's just more of a precautionary thing. They're doing what, you know what I'm saying, they think is best for Cam Newton. But like I said, if it was a real game, I think Cam would have just pushed through it. I seen Cam push through a lot more. Obviously, the shoulder injury was way worse than this. And he played most of the season last year with a shoulder injury. So, for me, you know what I'm saying, like I said, they're being precautious. They know it's preseason. They know, you know, there's no reason to force Cam out there. And he's not going to play in the 4th preseason game anyway, so it is what it is. Like I said, Rivera is right on that. There's no, you know, no rush. And it's not no worry about Cam playing week 1, so it is what it is. And the second thing I wanted to talk about, should the Carolina Panthers trade for a wide receiver? Now, this all depends on what they're trading. You know what I'm saying? What they're giving away, how big of a round pick are they giving away, stuff like that. Now, mind you, if we could trade away, you know, a 7th, 6th, or 5th round pick, I wouldn't be mad at getting a, you know what I'm saying, a receiver from another team. And, you know what I'm saying, that was a pretty high draft pick that we can get, you know what I'm saying, and maybe do a, you know what I'm saying, rebirth for that person. You know what I'm saying, coming in the team, you know what I'm saying, adapting to a new system, maybe, you know what I'm saying, getting just a new fresh start, and maybe becoming a better player. I wouldn't mind that. But if they're saying like a 2nd, 3rd, nah. You know what I'm saying? Because again, there's next year's draft is very, you know what I'm saying, good with receivers. There's no reason to use a high draft pick on a receiver that, you know, didn't reach his ceiling. There's no reason for that. So for me, I wouldn't be opposed to it depending on what kind of draft pick you're giving up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if it's a 5th or 6th or 7th rounder, again, we seen Carolina Panthers, anyways, trade those picks away to move up or move down or whatever have you. So, you know what I'm saying, losing a 6th-round pick for a receiver, and to be honest with you, a lot of these teams can't really expect more than a 6th-round pick because most times they're either going to get cut because the cost of the receiver, you know what I'm saying, or, you know what I'm saying, their receiver is not living up to the billing. I mean, if Antonio Brown got traded for a 3rd and a 5th, you can't really ask for a 3rd-round pick for a guy who didn't break 1,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, it depends on what you're trading. It depends on who the player is, you know what I'm saying, how they fit the scheme and everything like that. But I wouldn't be opposed to it because, again, on our team, we have 2 really good young players in DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel. But then it kind of gets a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? The Torrey Smiths, the Chris Hogan, the Jarris Wrights. Kind of gets a little bit older. It'll be better to have, you know what I'm saying, more of a mixture. Now, mind you, we got the Aldrick Robinsons and the, you know, McKinnons and stuff like that. But I don't think a lot of these guys are going to make the roster. I would like to have another young, you know what I'm saying, receiver that we can count on for the future because, again, one of the things I want the Carolina Panthers to stop doing is the constant turnover of receivers, of players, because at the end of the day, the teams that stay together are the teams that ultimately end up better. Because when you have that same continuity, when Cam doesn't have to relearn, you know what I'm saying, what this receiver likes, what's their tendencies and stuff like that, it makes the team better. You know what I'm saying? When you have that continuity, it helps the team out a lot. Obviously, we're talking about the offensive line, but we're also talking about the quarterback, you know what I'm saying, receiver connection. You need that continuity between your receivers and your quarterback. And if you're constantly changing receivers, he can never really build that relationship. The only receiver he had for an extended period of time recently was the Devin Funches and the Kelvin Benjamins. And we've seen at points they look good, but they weren't really good receivers. The best person he had so far was Steve Smith, and they were building that continuity, but then he got cut because of the $9 million cap hit. So give Cam Newton a set of receivers, you know what I'm saying, receiver core that can be there for a while. And I think you'll see a lot more positive things coming from Cam Newton and the offense in general. And finally, if we do trade for a receiver, who should we get? Now I'm seeing that, you know, the Carolina Panthers should go after Laquan Treadwell. Laquan Treadwell got drafted by the Vikings, was a 1st-round pick, and definitely did not live up to his billing. Now, people are saying that, one, because, you know, Norv Turner was the offensive coordinator over there for a little while and stuff like that. He has connections. We need receivers, you know, which most people feel like. But I kind of feel like maybe we should go after Josh Doctson. Now, Josh Doctson for the Washington Redskins is also another person, 1st-round pick, did not really live up to his billing, hasn't had a 1,000-yard season yet, but has shown flashes. You know what I'm saying? Laquan Treadwell, he doesn't seem like he's showing flashes like that, but Josh Doctson has. Now, mind you, again, both these guys are middling, receivers. They, you know, never crossed 1,000 yards. I think Josh Doctson's highest yard total is 500. I mean, maybe Laquan Treadwell's like 200. So it's not like neither one of these guys, you know, are jumping off the page. But I think Josh Doctson would be a better fit, you know what I'm saying, because I think he's a better receiver. I think Laquan Treadwell had his opportunities. Now, mind you, yes, he was behind Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, stuff like that. But he was #1 pick. They were trying to scheme you into, you know, prominence, but he never lived up to that billing. Josh Doctson last year had the most receiving yards of all his receivers on the Washington Redskins. So I think Josh Doctson will be a better pickup, even though Laquan Treadwell might know the system better and might acclimate with the system better with Norv Turner. I think Josh Doctson is a better receiver. Now, mind you, again, since they're not going to be kind of thrown into the fray immediately, they're not going to be, oh yeah, you know what's going on, because it's not. We probably give away a 5th or 6th-round pick for these guys. You can wait and let them get acclimated with the system, you know what I'm saying, getting a little practice time, stuff like that, whatever, and then kind of roll them out there, you know what I'm saying. We have a receiving core already, and plus, in my opinion, whatever, Torrey Smith is probably going to be his last year. Chris Hogan, we don't know what's going to happen with him. And like I said, if you get this guy and you get a stable of, you know what I'm saying, receivers to keep around Cam Newton so he won't be changing receivers left and right, I think that would be better for the offense. I think it would be better for the team. I personally would try to, you know, talk to the Washington Redskins. And it seems like they want to get rid of him anyways. So be like, hey, here's a 6th-round pick for Josh Doctson. I know you guys spent a 1st-rounder on him, but he's not living up to the billing. Might as well get something out of him, you know what I'm saying, because nobody else is going to give you a 3rd-round pick or a 2nd-round pick for Josh Doctson. He's not that type of receiver. So might as well do that, you know what I'm saying. And hopefully, maybe it was a 6 this year, 7 next year. I wouldn't be mad at that either because, again, those are draft picks that you're kind of hoping on somebody. Your 6th rounders and 7th rounders usually don't pan out to be, great players. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're special team players. Maybe there's somebody who, showed a little talent, maybe a punt returner, stuff like that. But nothing to the point where, oh yeah, we gotta have this guy. So I wouldn't mind doing that, whatever. And if I had to choose out of Laquan Treadwell or Josh Doctson, I'm definitely going Josh Doctson. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share some cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Roman.com and wherever else. And guys, get in the comment section, man. How do you feel about the Panthers maybe trading for a receiver? Do you think it's a good idea, a bad idea? What do you think they should give up for a receiver? A 6th round pick, a 5th round pick, 3rd round pick? Let me know that in the comment section below. And also, are you team Doctson or team Treadwell? Let me know that in the comment section below. Check out the Spreadshirt account. Check out the Patreon page. Both those links in the description below. You already know what it is. Check out the NFL affiliate links. You get all your Panther gear here at LCameraTV. Check out my dog Renan Steen's page. He's very funny dude, very talented. We have a podcast together. His video is going to be at the very end of my end screen. Definitely check that out, man. Funny stuff, interesting topics. And we talk about a whole host of topics, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we'll do a live stream soon, whatever, where we can have people call in and ask questions. But definitely check out the podcast, man. Like I said, it's really interesting topics. Share with our Panther fans, you might Panther related, you might football related. Let them know LCameraTV is rocking with Panther Nation rocking with LCameraTV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for showing love, man. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.